Guys, something caught my attention today. Obviously, this large rally on the Aussie 200 rallied about 85 points from open, a little over an hour. But the thing that I want to talk about is this move here, okay, into close, 50-point rally into close. So the interesting thing was that we got this rally and then the market pretty much gave it all back. And this is where one of our playground models becomes really useful. I touched on this one yesterday, but the best opportunities don't always appear when the market is moving in your favor. Okay, sometimes they appear when the market kind of convinces everyone else that the move's over. And that's what we got into close here. An hour, 40-point rally again into close, 50-point rally into close. So let's jump into the pullback model, Aussie 200 pullback probabilities. Okay, so obviously the session's closed at the moment, so there's no live values worth looking at. But what I want to kind of show you is, all right, let's set this to 50 points. So what this model does is pretty simple. It looks at every historical ASX session that has traded at least 50 points to highs during the day. And then it asks, once we've achieved that move, how likely is the market to finish above or below its current price based on that historical distribution. So it's basically a way of measuring where current price sits within the distribution of historical closes once that rally has occurred. So at exactly 50 points to highs, the market historically closes higher about 56% of the time. So nothing overly exciting there. But where the model becomes really powerful is during pullbacks, and that's why I built it. Okay, so today was a really good example. So if you look at it around 3 p.m, market had fallen about 70 points from the session high, and it was trading, where are we? I think it was about 12 points from memory. Maybe it was down here. 12 points, I think it was, from memory, above the open. Okay, so at that point, the live model, if we move this back 12 points, the live model was showing 93% of days close above that price. Okay, so in other words, market wasn't sitting in the middle of the distribution, it was sitting right near the bottom. So, what stood out wasn't the size of the pullback. These pullbacks happen often. It was where that pullback sat relative to history, okay? So at 3 p.m, the market wasn't trading at a normal closing level. It was trading right at the edge of this distribution. So, I guess a lot of traders would see that and think, okay, well, it's going to be a massive reversal lower, the momentum will continue. But yeah, those distributions show a bit of a different story. So obviously played out in terms of that last hour move, in my opinion. So as always, disclaimer, there are tails here. There's one that finished 125 points lower, so you don't blindly just want to be continuing to go long there. You need some risk framework in place. But for me, this kind of last hour was, this is do or die for me. With an hour to go, it really needed to kick, which it did in the end. So in terms of how to operationalize this, obviously keep this playground model in the back of your mind when we do get the rally. What pro users can do is set live alerts as well. So I've got one here. ASX session high crosses above 50. So anytime that triggers, I'll get an alert just to remind me to go into and check this model. So that's the pullback probabilities model. Really powerful when you do get these days and everyone's kind of uncertain as to what's going to happen next. Really powerful in terms of looking at historical distribution of close versus current price and kind of trading from there.